In the same demo at ISIS convention, the lady also showed us how to make these blossoms using just a single piece of gum paste, and they're very simple and they're a lot of fun. And in the demo, she added a lot of details to hers using sprinkles and food writer markers and petal dust. And what you do is you just start off with a single ball of gum paste, and then you flatten it into a teardrop shape like that. And she just used a pair of scissors and cut 5 equal sections, but I like to use the gum paste modeling tool that has the 5 things, because then that sort of makes the marks for you. And for somebody like me, it's a lot easier to make the petals even if you have those guide marks. Okay, there you go. And then you just separate the petals, and again we're going to use our thumb and our forefinger to just flatten and thin them like this. And these flowers can basically be whatever you want them to be. I think she called them cherry blossoms in the demo, but depending on how you paint them, you know, they could basically be any kind of generic 5-petal flower. So they're a handy thing to know how to make, especially if you do a lot of sort of whimsical cakes or cakes for little girls, because you could paint them all kinds of crazy colors. And she used coarse sanding sugar around the centers to make it look like the pollen or whatever. And then she used sugar pearls for the very center, so then it was very, very pretty. I'm not going to do all that. I'm just going to show you how to form them. And then what you can do, hang on, I didn't have all my stuff prepped. You can take one of these little tools once you get the petals thin and make the little texture. And that also kind of serves to curl the petal a little bit. So you don't have to have a shaping foam. You don't even really need to have one of these little tools. You could do this with a toothpick or bamboo skewer. You may not get the ridged texturing, but and then if you wanted it to be a little bit more cupped, you could shape it accordingly. Okay, isn't that fun? And then of course it doesn't really look like much of anything until you paint it and have all the details on it. But that's a simple way to make a 5-blossom flower.